Well, I really didn't want to pull the torque converter, but I guess now I might as well just go ahead and put a new seal on it, which is probably best in the long run anyway. The Happy New Year's gift that just keeps on giving. Maybe. Well, the fun part's over. Now I guess the hard part begins, putting it all back together. No bubbles, so we got all the air out of the power steering system. Got our new coolant full. Thermostat open. Waiting for the fans to kick on just to make sure all that's operational. I did leave the sensors in it that it came with. I did not replace with the ones that were originally in the car, but I did keep all that, so I have a spare of everything. Alright, there's the first trip. Made it back home. About 8 miles in, I had the check engine light come on. I do not have the computer with me, so I'll have to wait till next week. I don't think it's anything serious. But everything's running great. It's not using fuel or nothing. So I'm not sure what the code could be. Possibly just forgot to connect something. So hopefully it is just something simple. Alright, so the other night in the Camry, when I got home and I had a check engine light, I had a scanner here at the house that I had forgotten about. The code turned out to be a P0352, being a 300 code. It told me it was the ignition, and it turned out to be ignition coil B primary circuit. So basically the circuit was broken between the primary side, and the computer was able to sense from the power side to the ground side that the circuit was broken. And it turned out that one of the connector on cylinder 2 coil had actually came unplugged, and because I had noticed that it had developed a miss, but I really didn't feel the miss until I started it cold. So I just plugged that in and the miss went away, cleared the light, everything's back to normal. I've put about another 30 miles on it and the light has not came back on. In the second part of this video, I wanted to show you some of the workshop updates. So the workshop is a little messy. I've been rearranging things. Of course, I've been adding things. I brought this grandfather clock from the shed. I figured keep it down here where I can work on it. Then I picked up this wall clock back here at an auction. It is a wind-up clock, which is a first for me. So we'll try to get to that here at some point. And here's an 8-day movement. It will not run, so we'll see what's going on with that. I also picked up this table saw, pretty cheap. It's missing the rip fence, but I can make one of those. I still got the one up on top of the hill. This one's just a lot more convenient to use. And of course, I brought these 2 toolboxes from work, and that's all the same. I picked up a magnifying glass for over here where I work on the clocks, make things a little easier to see. I picked up some ultrasonic cleaners, and this is one of the projects I'm currently working on. This one hasn't made it onto the channel yet. This is some leftover parts. Has a bunch of stuff laying around in piles. I've been trying to figure it out, what goes where, but a lot of it was parts. Picked up this little mini lathe, just experimenting with it. Of course, it is like a cheaper lathe. It is not precision at all. I'm going through trying to figure out ways to make it better. My main thing was to use it to polish pivots. And off camera, I built this little shelf for the clocks to sit on. And along with this shelf over here, I found an online auction site, and I've been buying up like the finished nail guns, the brad nailers, and I got a framing nailer back there, a floor nailer. I've been going through and buying up woodworking tools, fairly decently priced for stuff used, but you don't know what you're getting. So far, everything has worked, and I have not had any problems with anything. I also built these boards to put the movements on. Now these are all parts movements, so it won't really hurt anything if they get cobwebs and stuff in them or dirt and dust. I also bought this CNC router. It's figured to be something pretty neat to get into, tinker with. I don't have a whole ton of money tied up into it, so I'm pretty sure if I could sell it and get my money back with no problems. So we'll see. This is just something to tinker with. And I've been starting to use this DJI smartphone gimbal. Try to get some better shots, something that's not all shaky of using my hand. So this will take me a little bit to get used to, so some of the shots might move around kind of funny. But I think I'll pick that up in no time. Alright, well, that'll be it for this video. Just something quick to post. Let you know I haven't abandoned the channel. I'm waiting for spring. Got a list of stuff I'd like to do to the H. One of them is I'd like to get the alternator hooked up so that it's charging batteries. Right now I use solar panels to keep the battery charged. It has not been started for several weeks, and it's been very cold. So I might do a cold start video on that. I'm pretty sure you all enjoy that. So just thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.